What's up, everybody? In today's video, I am going to be reading some YouTube comments, which is freaking hilarious, I gotta say, and answering some questions, some common ones that I get in the comments, and I'll be popping them up on the screen while I'm doing this so you guys can actually see what people wrote. Some of them are hilarious, you know, some are mean. It is what it is. You know, I don't really get offended over stuff, but some of these, you know, could offend someone. You know, if I wrote one of these to you guys, one of you guys might get offended, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, basically I'm just gonna go through it on some of my most popular videos. You know, my biggest video has 24,000 views, and that's where I do I think a physique update on that one. So yeah, let's just get into it. So the first comment, we have Craig, don't know how to say that last one, and he says, bro, did you get any bad side effects from your SARM cycle, like anxiousness? And then he goes in to talk about D-ball, which is an actual steroid. So no, I did not really get any bad side effects from my SARMS cycle. And I took moderate doses, so it wasn't really a big thing. But basically, the worst side effects that I got was just a little bit of acne, and I'm prone to acne anyway on my back. So I mean, if you guys check out some of my other videos, which I'll put an info card up right here. If you check out some of my other videos, you'll be able to see some of the different things. But really, only acne was one, and then I got some kind of tension headaches when I did leg day. And that was on my cycle of S4, LGD, and MK677. So those were really the only major two side effects. So let's go to the next one. Live One the Don says, this is not your first cycle. You did Rad 140 before this, and you have probably used real gear as well at some point. So I think it's hilarious that people know, you know, what I've done at some point. You know, they just assume different things because maybe they don't look like me or are not seeing the results that I'm getting in the gym. So he is technically correct. I did Rad 140, which is another SARM, and I did that about 6 months before my major SARM cycle that I put up on my channel. But I've never used any steroids or anything like that. So literally only done Rad 140 in this other SARM cycle, and that is 100% it. And all the rest was just hard work, eating, protein, creatine, pre-workout, fish oil, and you know, that's it. So let's go to the next one. Jeffrey English says, do you inject these? He's talking about SARMs in the liquid form. How do you take them, and how much does this stack cost? So you do not inject them at all. They're not peptides, they're not steroids. All you do is you just take them orally with a little dropper in your mouth, or you can get powder form. So yeah, I usually just take some grapefruit juice because the SARMs, they taste like crap. So I drink some grapefruit juice and then shoot the SARM in my mouth, whatever it is. And then how do you take them? Just told you guys that. And how much does it cost? The stack that I took cost like $200, and that was for like 2 months. So that's just something, you know, you got to decide what you want to do. Okay, so this guy says, this Dick Piano says, I'm guessing that's a play on Rich Piana, which is hilarious. And he's got a little picture of Rich Piana, so you know this guy's a little joker. So he says, so they sent you a little disposable dropper in a Ziploc bag. He's referring to one of my videos where I pull out this Ziploc bag and have a disposable dropper in there. And then he says, mate, that is some shoddy stuff. And no, I put the disposable dropper in the Ziploc bag. So they didn't send me just a regular Ziploc bag with the dropper in there. They sent the dropper, the disposable dropper, but then I supplied my own Ziploc bag. That's hilarious though. And then this guy named Broski Bro said, what do you recommend for a cutting stack? I want to maintain as much muscle as possible. 17, by the way. So first of all, I don't recommend anything, okay? Just do the work and you decide what you want to take. But if you are trying to cut, what I might take would not be LGD, it would not be S4 because those are like bulking. I would try Ostarine if I was going to do it for a cutting stack. I've never tried Ostarine though. That's just one that's supposed to help you burn a little extra fat and maintain muscle mass and gain a little muscle mass at the same time. So, but also he says 17, by the way. You know, if you're 17 years old, you have so high testosterone and natural hormones that you don't need to take anything. Like, you really don't. Take protein and creatine, and that's freaking it. You don't need to take anything, SARMs, steroids, test boosters, nothing like that, because at 17, you've probably only been lifting maybe for 2 years, 3 years, and it probably wasn't all that high quality of lifting when you first started out. So you shouldn't be looking to take anything at that point when you're 17 years old. You know, the earliest that I would check it out is, 21 years old, 22 years old, even that's a little bit early, but by then your testosterone has pretty much peaked and is a little bit on the decline at that point. All right, this guy named Chad Maxwell. He says, man, I want to start a cycle, but IDK where to start, honestly. So basically, you need to do your research. If you don't know where to start, I guess that's why you're watching these videos, which is awesome, so appreciate it, Chad. So yeah, I mean, just do your own research. You can watch guys like me or other people, other creators on YouTube, but you need to look on forums, look at research articles on different SARMs, whatever you're interested in taking. Just like with protein, just like with creatine, you need to read all these research studies and determine for yourself whether it's something that you want to take. And that goes for anything, absolutely anything. So I would say, I guess just a little disclaimer, you want to start, if you're going to start a SARM cycle or any sort of anything, start with, the lowest dose that you can, and then, determine how your body reacts, and then ramp up the dosages from there if, that's something that you need to do. But you might take half doses of what other guys are taking, and your body might react really, really well to it. And then after 2 weeks, it'll get used to it, and then you can ramp up the doses a little bit, and then after 2 weeks, ramp them up again. So that's just kind of something, I guess, do your research and start off small. If you've never taken any SARMs or anything, you're going to get some results. So just start off with some really low doses. All right, and Ben NG, he's commented on a few of my videos, so I appreciate it, Ben. He says, good genetics, brah. What's your diet like, man? So my diet's pretty clean. Since I'm trying to gain, I toss pizza in there, a whole pizza in, about 2 times a week. But typically what I'm looking like, and I just made a video, I just uploaded it, so I'll put the info card right up here for that video. Basically, my diet, in the morning I eat 7 eggs, I eat 3 pieces of turkey bacon, which is really high protein there, getting 60 grams of protein. And then, I eat some oatmeal with some peanut butter, get some healthy fats in there. And then basically my other meals are just mixture like rice, pasta with deer meat, and then I have some vegetables in there. And then in between those main meals, I typically do some small meals like a sandwich, some noodles, stuff like that. And that's basically what my diet is. I don't track macros, I just eat when I'm hungry. And I try to eat relatively high protein stuff. Okay, so this guy here, this one was funny. So Joseph Calderon, thanks Joe, he said, so I watched your video on the SARMs you were taking. To me, it's clear you had done a cycle of anabolics prior to getting your SARMs. The acne and, he said, pot marks, I don't know what those are. You guys know what pot marks are? I'm guessing you meant pock marks. The acne and pock marks are obvious. You have made these gains, you may have made these gains, but it was coming off another cycle. My son has done the LGDS4 same amounts. You're on something else, bro. Tell the truth from now on. So there were a couple of people that defended me on this one, but basically just because his son has done maybe the same things that I've done the same workout program, but didn't get the results that I have gotten, he's saying that, I'm a liar and I've taken other things than what I've actually taken, and I mean, I just don't know why people really assume these things if they don't know. They're just kind of spewing things out. So, I mean, someone could do the exact same workout program as me, start at the exact same time, literally do everything the same, and have completely different results. Everyone's different. Everyone has different body types. Everyone has different genetics. I mean, it's ludicrous to think that people are going to get the same results. Some people get better results from a good workout program, SARMs, protein, and other people get different results. I mean, it's just, it's ludicrous for people to think that just because someone they know has done a similar cycle or is on a similar workout program that they're going to get the exact same results and look the same. You know, it's just not realistic. Everyone's different. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. And second of all, I've never done a cycle of anabolics. He's talking about steroids at all in my life. You know, I've lifted for 8 years hard. And I've eaten a lot. I started out really skinny, so that's why I don't put on fat very much and stay relatively shredded. I mean, you look at both my parents, they're both skinny. You look at my brother, he's skinny. I mean, that's just how it is. So, yeah, got nothing else to say about that one. He says, tell the truth from now on. I have been telling the truth, so got nothing to say to you, Joe. Good luck on everything. I do appreciate you commenting on my videos, though. All right, this guy, he says, Napoli1. He's also on the same boat. He says, why do you feel the need to lie to people, man? Your trend skin and potential gynecomastia, I'll just say, is a clear indicator that you're either coming off or have finished a short, medium, anabolics injectable cycle. For 99% of people, SARMs are only capable of maybe putting on 4 to 10 pounds of muscle over 12 weeks, which clearly was not the case for you. Poor dumb kids on here are going to start taking potentially dangerous SARMs from shady websites to try and look like you, man. Okay, well, first of all, I say in all my videos, you got to make your own decisions. So I'm not recommending anything. I'm not recommending protein. I'm not recommending creatine. I'm not recommending fish oil, and I'm not recommending SARMs, okay? So you got to make your own decisions. Second of all, he said, so why do you feel the need to lie to people? I'm not lying to people. He says, your trend skin. So I'm guessing he's talking about a little bit of acne on my back. Like I said, I've always had some acne on my back. My dad is a hairy gorilla, and I unfortunately got pretty much the same hair genes, so I've got acne on my back. A lot of it is from hair coming in and getting ingrown hairs, and I've just always had that since puberty, of course. And let's see, and he's talking about how I'm coming off of a anabolic cycle, which I'm not. I've never taken any of that stuff. I don't think people realize, you know, you would get so large if you do a correct anabolic cycle. And he says also, you know, SARMs are only capable of maybe putting on 4 to 10 pounds of muscle over 12 weeks. Okay, so he's being very general. You know, if you take one SARM, then maybe you'll only get that. Who knows? But I was taking 3 at the same time, which is a common stack that people do. And he just says SARMs are only capable of maybe putting on 4 to 10 pounds of muscle. That's just such a general statement. I mean, like I said earlier, everyone's different. It depends on what SARMs you're taking. It depends on what dosages you're taking. You know, so, I mean, this is just completely crazy. But, you know, 4 to 10 pounds of muscle, if you're doing, let's say, S4, LGD, and MK677, 10 pounds of muscle, like he said, over 12 weeks, I'd say that's reasonable, and I think that's about what I put on. So, you know, I gained about 20 pounds, 15 to 20 pounds on my SARM cycle over 10 weeks, but about probably 5 or 6 pounds of that was just water. Probably 3 or 4 pounds was fat. So, yeah, I probably did gain somewhere between 4 and 10 pounds of muscle. So, he's right about that one. But he says, which clearly was not the case for you. So, I just debunked that. I did gain about, I'd say, 4 to 10 pounds of muscle over the 12 weeks. And he says, poor, dumb kids on here are going to start taking possibly dangerous SARMs from shady websites to look like you. Well, like I said, you know, no one should take anything based on what anyone says. You need to do your own research on protein, creatine, SARMs, whatever it is. Do your own research and don't listen to anyone else. I'm not suggesting for anyone to take anything. So I'll just put that right there, and I've said that in all of my videos. All right, last one. This one was funny. Good old Alex Romani over here. Another lazy A juice boy trying to tell people to work hard to achieve your dream body. And then he says some other things at the end that I'll probably edit out here because it's just ridiculous. As I've already said, you know, I've been lifting since I was 15. I'm 23 now. I started out lifting really hard. I've got a good work ethic. That's why, you know, I'm an entrepreneur. I work for myself. I have a good work ethic. So, yeah, you do have to work very, very hard to achieve your dream body. And that's basically it. You know, if you don't work hard, you can take all the steroids you want, you can take all the SARMs you want, all the protein, creatine, whatever, and you're just not going to get the body that you want because you need to work hard. So that's right, Alex. You know, I am telling people you got to work hard to achieve your dream body. There aren't shortcuts, but there might be different things that can help you along the way. So that's all I got to say for that, guys. You know, I might have roasted some of these guys a little bit, but that's because they had some pretty ridiculous comments. I do appreciate all the comments that everyone leaves on my videos, and like I said, I pretty much answer every single comment, every single question that comes in. I appreciate you guys. Thumbs up in this video. Please like it down below, and if you're not subscribed, please do subscribe, because I am giving away a $50 gift card to my subscribers who subscribe within the next 7 days, and all my current subscribers will also be eligible. So I'm trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. I appreciate you guys' help, and I am out till next time.